Welcome to ml-gradle Episode 5, Securing Content from MarkLogic University, Security by Roles. This second part continues the topic of learning about securing content with ml-gradle that we started in Episode 4. To follow along with this tutorial, you'll need to download and install MarkLogic. You must also have installed Java version 1.8 or higher and the latest version of Gradle. Gradle downloads all project dependencies, including the ml-gradle plugin. In the build.gradle file, we define the ml-gradle version as 3.7.1. This version, or later, should work fine for our examples. Download the tutorial files and follow the installation instructions in the tutorial README by going to github.com/marklogicuniversity/ml-gradle-series. In this video, you will learn how to use ml-gradle to load content with permissions, customize permissions using MarkLogic Content Pump and transforms, and test document-level permissions. In Part 1 of ml-gradle Episode 4, we used MarkLogic Content Pump with an ml-gradle task to load our content. We specified that those with the rest-reader role can read and search our content, and those with the rest-writer role can update our content. In this iteration of our application deployment, we'd like to take advantage of users and roles to be mindful of who can read and search our content and who can update that content. Permissions should be granted according to the alliance of the Star Wars character, Rebel or Empire. We used ml-gradle to deploy users and roles representing our Star Wars character example data and a desired security model. Lorth Nita is an Empire fleet officer who needs to read content pertinent to Empire matters, but not necessarily have access to content that is related to the Rebel Alliance. Likewise, Luke Skywalker should be able to read Rebel Alliance-related content, but does not need to update that content, nor have access to Empire Alliance-related documents. Darth Vader and Princess Leia are both leaders in their respective alliances. Therefore, they need more than read access to content. Additionally, as leaders, they need access to both Rebel and Empire information. We'll build on our security role model to extend the Star Wars-reader and Star Wars-admin roles. We'll create two new reader roles, Empire-reader and Rebel-reader, to protect read and search access to our content depending upon the user's alliance. We'll also create an Empire-admin role and a Rebel-admin role, which both inherit from the Star Wars-admin role. This will permit read and update permissions to our content. The Empire-admin and Rebel-admin roles inherit both Rebel and Empire read roles to ensure leaders of both alliances can search all of the content. These new roles will be available when we redeploy our configuration with ml-gradle. To accomplish our goals, we'll need to be more dynamic how content permissions are applied. We want to protect access to content according to the Star Wars character's alliance value in each document, Rebel or Empire, such that Rebel roles can see Rebel content and Empire roles can see Empire content. Additionally, we'd like to ensure that leaders of both alliances can see all of the content, Rebel and Empire, since their roles need more access to information. To implement, we're going to override each document's permissions using a transformation script. The JavaScript-based script is stored in the modules database configured for our application server on port 9010. In our Gradle build structure, the script is stored in /source/main/ml-modules/root directory structure, so it gets deployed to MarkLogic correctly. We're also specifying a URI different than our other application to help organize our code modules in the module database. To accomplish our goals, we'll need to be more dynamic how content permissions are applied. We want to protect content access to content according to Star Wars characters' alliance value in each document. The set permissions transform function is written in JavaScript, which complements our data that is stored in JSON format. The function could have been easily written in XQuery instead. The performance and functionality would have been the same. It comes down to a matter of preference and skill set. The function receives the document as a MarkLogic document node. The context parameter has any current metadata for that document. We read the Alliance JSON properties value and set permissions according to if the Alliance is Rebel or Empire. If the Alliance property doesn't exist or isn't one of Rebel or Empire, we gave read capability to our base application role called Star Wars-Reader. Unless the user has at least the base application role of Star Wars-Reader, no data will be accessible or searchable. Again, open a command line or terminal window and change to the Star Wars project folder in the Episode 4 folder in the ml-gradle series exercise downloads. Undeploy the previous project by typing gradle space -i space ml undeploy space -p confirm equal true, and then press enter. Copy the Star Wars project folder from the Part 2-permissions folder in the Episode 5 folder, replacing the previous Star Wars project, and redeploy our Star Wars character application to ensure our updated roles and users are current, and also to deploy our updated application code. Type gradle space -i space ml deploy, then press enter. Run the deploy content ml-gradle task to load our content by typing gradle space -i space deploy content, then press enter. The MLCP task also calls our new set permissions transformation function, setting our document permissions according to our desired security roles. In our browsers, we again navigate to http://localhost:9010/login.xqy, or simply refresh the browser page if you never left it. Log in using the username of Lorth and the password of Lorth. Lorth is an Empire fleet officer, but not equivalent in rank to someone like Darth Vader, so he has access to Empire-only information. Log out and then log back in as Luke, with the password also of Luke. He sees only Rebel information. Logging out, then back in again as either Leia with a password of Leia or Darth with a password of Darth, we can see both Rebel and Empire documents. These are both examples of users that need more access to information because their roles require it. The MarkLogic University On Demand site has an excellent security series to learn how MarkLogic implements security. See the full security episodes at mlu.marklogic.com/ondemand. Learn more about deploying security with ml-gradle by visiting the ml-gradle GitHub site and the ml-gradle wiki at https://github.com/marklogic-community/ml-gradle. In this episode, you learn about using ml-gradle to load content with permissions, customize those permissions using MarkLogic Content Pump and transforms to secure content by mapping content to different roles, and test our document level permissions. To get MarkLogic, download from developer.marklogic.com. Get more training by visiting marklogic.com/training. Also, a complete selection of on-demand topics is available at mlu.marklogic.com/ondemand. or download the MarkLogic mobile app available on both the Apple App Store and Google Play. And don't forget to show off what you've learned. Add MarkLogic as a skill on your LinkedIn profile today. Thank you for watching this MarkLogic University On Demand tutorial.